Let's take a look at Quant. Last time we looked at Quant was on November the 7th. Here is a recap. Looking at the stochastic oscillator, when Quant was trending downward, it was entering this way oversold territory. And then last night, when the buyer stepped in, we saw this crossover where this blue signal line now crossover and it's leading the red line and the gap is getting wider. So this is a very bullish sign. The only thing is the 10 days moving average is still trading below the 50 days. We need the 10 days to reverse direction and then eventually cross over and then lead the 50 days. When that happens, we would likely see Quant start this major run up in price. The Bollinger Band is setting up very nicely. See how tight the width of the band gets. Lots of momentum is being built up. So here is what we're looking at. I mean, the key is this. Quant has to be able to retain some of this gain and close today at around 275, which is right above this two critical, that resistance of this downward channel, as well as the 10-day moving average, which is this red line. Stabilize over that for at least couple of days, and then run up to retest the 50 days moving average at 295. If Quant can trade at 295 and stabilize over that, then the 10-day would likely cross over and lead the 50-day. Then there is a very high probability that we will see Quant begin this next bull run. And as long as Bitcoin stabilizes and trend higher, I expect to see Quant run up and retest this prior high at 325. Cross over that, it would run up to retest the 350 and then retest the prior all-time high at 429. There is a very strong possibility that once Quant tests this all-time high, it's going to get rejected. So we will likely see Quant retest this 350, bounce back up, and this time I expect Quant to cross over the all-time high and zigzag its way to my target price of 650. Fast forward, this is the daily chart, and the data I have is to 1:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on November the 9th. Last time we looked at Quant was on the 7th, right after Quant formed this bullish hammer and followed with a green candle, which is a confirmation signal. I had anticipated that this would indicate that Quant already found bottom, and with this confirmation signal, Quant was on its way for this bullish reversal in price, and that's exactly what is happening. Today, Quant is up big. So far, it is up about 16%. At one point, it ran up to about 360 with very strong volume. If Quant can close today above the 275, this is definitely an indication that Quant is very much done with this retracement, and it is in the process for this new bull run. The Bollinger Band formed out very nicely, so Quant would definitely have a lot more room to run up. The stochastic oscillator is pointing to this upward momentum. The blue signal line cross over and is leading the red signal line, and the gap is getting wider. So this is a very bullish indication. Volume definitely pick up. All of this bullish indicator is pointing to Quant is definitely in the process of reversing this downward direction. So the next resistance level would be at 295. After that, I expect Quant to retest at 325 and then 350 and then 430 and then eventually run up to reach my target price of 650. And all of this is assuming if Bitcoin would continue to stabilize and trend higher. Quant is a great project, like I said during the last video. It's been boring for almost 2 months, not because that Quant is a bad project. It's just that after it's been running up so much, it just needs to retrace, consolidate, to build up momentum again. And now it seems like it's ready and it is beginning this new bull run. That's it for this video. And don't forget to click that like button and reward me with a like if you appreciate the content that I'm presenting. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and subscribe, and make sure you turn notification on. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me at VidMaxim, because I provide constant update on all of our favorite cryptos.